Layering die cuts from the Greetery's new Love Letters PS collection make this birthday card something to wish for. Coming up next on Catherine Paper Art. Today I'm making a card using the Greetery's new vintage type die set. It's a stamp and die combo. And I'll be using some other products from their newest collection. And that is the Love Letters PS collection. So I will finish die cutting this out and off camera and be right back. So I've run some more flowers from the Graceful Stems set, and that's part of the new release as well. And I finished my typewriter, and I decided that this card's going to be for my husband for his birthday. So it's a little different than what I would really make for somebody else. I wouldn't normally put all these greetings in here, but it's kind of a thing that we have going on. And I decided that I'm going to make this a fun fold card. So I'm using a top folding card, and I'm going to score it where the typewriter is scored there so that it can stand upright. So it'll be something along the lines of this, and the card base will be scored so that it stands up as well. I have decided that I will use the decal edge frame dies from Honeybee Stamps for a panel to mount behind my typewriter. And so I'll go ahead and choose cardstock for that, and I will be right back. I used the Airmail border stencil set and put a border only on the fog color. It's actually Silver Fox, I think. And I used some soft granite from Hero Arts and some gold from Color Box for the border. Now I'm going to put a stamp on here. So I added just minimal details using the Postal Modern stamp set. And I initially had this in gray, but I couldn't leave well enough alone, so I went over it in gold. Should have just left it all in gray. Anyway, that's what that is. So it's a little odd because the orientation is different from the rest of the card, but I think that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down with some adhesive, and then you're not even going to see it, so I don't know why I bothered to go all out with that. But I'm going to have to cut this, I think, because it's so thick that, because I put two pieces of cardstock together to get that effect. And I'm going to go ahead and score it and get everything mounted along with the flowers. First, I'm going to put my sentiment inside, which is going to be a very simple 2-line happy birthday greeting there. So I'll do that and be right back. So part of the video was lost, and it was the scoring aspect. So to make this card stand up the way that the typewriter naturally bends on the die cut, as such, I wanted to make the card stand up that way also. So originally I was going to just have the card be scored at about a ½ inch, about an inch and a half rather, excuse me. But I decided to leave some gray space at the bottom of the card instead of having the typewriter come all the way to the end. So I moved the score line up to 1 3/4 inches. That's the first score line. And I wanted my typewriter to sit at I wanted the card to open and sit at a natural bend instead of having it open and stand up like this. I didn't really like that. So I scored it at a second position on the card, and that score line is about 1.5 inches from the first score line. So it's 1 3/4 inches on the first score line, 1 3/4, and then 1.5 inches. And then when you fold it, when the recipient opens it and folds it at the footer here, it sits like the typewriter should. And you can see where the background is visible behind the typewriter. So I just wanted that to show. And what I did was I cut my panel, my background panel, and glued the pieces onto the card base. And that way it wouldn't crack, the panel wouldn't crack and look terrible. So here's the finished card, and I think it came out pretty nice after all. And I hope my husband will like it. He usually likes all my cards. He'd better like it. I think it came out pretty nice after all, as I said. So I hope you liked the video. And if you did, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.